Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, In the Kitchen with Mama Williams. Today, we're going to make one of my family's favorites, and that is gumbo. Stick around. All right, now we're back. We are in the kitchen with Mama Williams making one of my family's favorites, and it is called gumbo. All right, we have our collard and chicken broth. We have various types of tomatoes. There's onions, celery. We've got boneless chicken breast sauteing in the skillet. I've got shrimp in the sink waiting for me to peel and devein. And I'm going to cut up some andouille sausage. Okay, so in the skillet here we have about 2 tablespoons of butter. I've diced up boneless chicken breast. And I've added it to the skillet. I also used the Cajun blackened seasoning that I told you about. Here it is here, and it's Louisiana food. Anyone who's interested. I've also added 2 packs of andouille sausage, and I'm going to let all of this cook for about 30 to 45 minutes or so. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get my bell peppers and onions and all of the other ingredients diced up. I'll be back. Now in the skillet I have andouille sausage, boneless chicken breast. I have celery and onions. I think earlier I said bell peppers. My mistake, it's celery. I really couldn't tell you how much celery because I don't know what it is. If it's a stalk is 1 thing of celery. So I used about 8 stalks, what would be the entire pack. I've used 2 fairly large Vidalia onions because they're a little sweet. I used 2 packs of andouille sausage, and I used 4 fairly large boneless chicken breasts. In this 10-quart stock pot, I have diced tomatoes, green chili tomatoes, I have stewed tomatoes, and I made a butter and flour roux, and I let it get really brown. So this will help with the thickening process as well as flavor. And if it does not get to the consistency that I want, then I will add a little flour and water, and that will thicken it to the consistency that I'm looking for. Now we're here with the cornbread. I've added butter to it. I'm going to whip it shortly. In my cornbread, I add 1 box, 8.5 ounces of Jiffy corn muffin mix, 8 ounces of cornmeal, white cornmeal, 2 eggs, and I melt a stick of butter and I pour all the excess in the cornbread. I'm going to go ahead and whip this up. Ooh, look at that. Slow down, bowl. And when it's completely whisked, I'm going to add it into a pan, and in the oven it'll go. Now I'm going to do a recap of everything. I have 12 ears of corn on the cob. I have 2 pounds of colossal shrimp. There's 2 packs of andouille sausage, 4 very large boneless chicken breasts. I have an entire pack of celery. I have 2 large Vidalia onions. I use a variety of tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, chili tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and I also have, I made a roux to help thicken. It's a butter and flour roux, and I let it get fairly dark. I use a more tomato-based gumbo because there are so many people who do not eat beef. I have rice boiling on the stove, and the cornbread is ready. I'll be back with a finished plate. Okay, here we go. This is the finished product. Look at that cornbread. Woo! Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this. In the Kitchen with Mama Williams.